Hi students, welcome back to part 3, chapter 9, Heredity and Evolution. In this part we are going to see Mendel's monohybrid cross. And students, in previous video part 2 we saw many things about Mendel's experiment on inheritance, that is what is inheritance, who's Gregor Johann Mendel, and what is called dominant recessive trait, what is called homozygous and heterozygous trait, monohybrid, dihybrid cross, and laws of Mendel and all we saw. And in this part we are going to see monohybrid cross. And students, what is called monohybrid cross? Monohybrid cross is a cross between two plants considering only one visible contrasting characters. Mono means single one. Hybrid means making or producing crossbreed. So two plants, Pisum plants, that is in previous part we saw Gregor Johann Mendel chose Pisum sativum, that is garden pea plant, for his experiments on inheritance. So in this cross, that is monohybrid cross, he selected Pisum sativum plants considering only one character, that is visible contrasting character. What character he chose in monohybrid cross is height. He selected height, one character, that is height in this cross, that is contrasting character of height is tall and dwarf. See students, see two characters, contrasting characters of height is tall and dwarf. And monohybrid cross is the inheritance of one character, and we'll see the monohybrid cross and how he did a monohybrid cross, and what is the result in first generation, that is F1 generation, and what is the result in F2 generation, and how the genes are inherited from parents to offspring, we'll see. And students, he selected Pisum sativum plants for his experiment. He chose two parent. One is dominant parent, another one is recessive parent. Dominant, we saw in previous video, that is what is dominant gene. Dominant gene is a gene which expresses exclusively, and recessive gene is a gene which will express only in the absence of dominant gene. So in this experiment he chose two plants, two parent plants. One is dominant parent, that is tall, another one is recessive parent, that is dwarf, that is short. So this is tall, this is dwarf. And the genetic makeup of tall parents, see this P denotes parents. So two parents, one is dominant parent, another one is recessive parent. And the genetic makeup of tall parent is capital T, capital T. So this is homozygous tall. Homozygous tall. In previous video I explained what is homozygous and what is heterozygous. Homozygous trait means the genetic makeup will be same. Homo means same. See here, the genetic makeup is same. Capital, both are capital T, capital T. So this is homozygous trait. This is called homozygous tall. And heterozygous means two different genetic makeup. The allele traits will be having two different genetic makeup. Hetero means different. See, this is heterozygous trait, two different. One is capital T, another one is small t. So this is heterozygous trait. And see here, cross, we'll see the cross. He selected two parents. One is tall, another one is dwarf. Tall is dominant parent, dwarf is recessive parent. Tall plant having genetic makeup capital T, capital T. So it is called homozygous tall. And dwarf parent having genetic makeup small t, small t. And this is homozygous dwarf. So this is having two same, that is small t. So this is homozygous dwarf. And G denotes gametes. So we can get the gametes like this, capital T, small t. How now? So this is same, capital T, both are same. So we can take capital T as representative. So this capital T represent genetic makeup of homozygous gamete. So because this is same trait, so we can take one as a thing. And here small t, both are small t homozygous, so we can consider one small t. So gametes are capital T and small t. And this is crossed in F1 generation. So capital T and small t is crossed in F1 generation. So F1 means first generation, first filial generation. We'll see what type of offspring or individual or young one Mendel got in F1 generation. He got capital T and small t. See this capital T and small t. In a previous video, law of segregation, we saw law of segregation states that resultant offspring will receive each gene from two parent. So see here, T, capital T, it receives from dominant parent, and small t it receives from dwarf parent. So this law is called law of segregation. And why capital T is written first? No, this is a tall gene, that is dominant gene. Dominant gene, according to Mendel's law, that is law of dominance, dominant gene expresses more exclusively. So this is written first, and the resultant one will be tall because dominant gene expresses more. The recessive gene will express only in the absence of dominant gene. Here dominant gene is present, so its character, recessive character is hidden. So the resulting young one offspring was tall, which is dominant. See here, capital T, small t. In F1 generation he got tall plant, that too this is heterozygous tall. Genetic makeup is different, but the plant is tall, but having two different genetic makeup. So it is called heterozygous tall. So in F1 generation, Gregor Johann Mendel got heterozygous tall plant. And in F2 generation means again he crossed that plants, that is called F2 generation. In F2 generation he crossed F1 offspring into again F1, this is F1 generation. F1 generation. So in F2 generation he crossed again F1 into F1. See, this is F1. So he got offsprings in F1 generation. Those offspring again he self crossed. That is called F2 generation. F2 generation is F1 into F1. F1 what he got? Heterozygous tall plant. So see, F2 generation heterozygous tall plant again into heterozygous tall plant, same. So this result of F2 generation we can easily identify through Punnett square. See, this is called Punnett square. A scientist called Punnett, he discovered Punnett square for easy understanding or easy finding for the offspring in F2 generation. See, this is Punnett square. See here, capital T, see, this is one of the F1 generation, capital T, small t. This is this capital T and this small t. And here again another one F1 generation, capital T, small t. And this is male parent and this is female parent. So how we'll get capital T. So two capital T. So this is homozygous tall. Genetic makeup is same. This is homozygous tall. Again capital T, small t. So first capital letter we want to write because dominant gene expresses itself even the recessive trait is present. So capital T, small t, capital T, small t. So this is heterozygous tall because genetic makeup is different. Here what we will get? Capital T, small t. First we want to write capital T because dominant gene expresses. So this is heterozygous tall. The genetic makeup is different. Here what we'll get, capital T, small t. Sorry, small t, small t. So this is homozygous dwarf. Why it is dwarf? No capital T, that is more dominant gene is present. So recessive character, recessive trait will express in the absence of dominant gene we study. So here the character will be dwarf. So this is Punnett square. Punnett square is used to identify the offspring in F2 generation. Now we'll see the ratio, finalized ratio of monohybrid cross what Grigor Johann Mendel got. There are two ratio. One is phenotypic ratio, another one is genotypic ratio. Phenotypic ratio is related to the morphological appearance which will be visible. Genotypic ratio is related to the genetic makeup or genes, so which we cannot view, but only the morphological character we can view. So we'll see what is the ratio. Phenotypic ratio is 3:1. I told it can be viewed, it is visible and it is related based on morphological character. See, 3:1. 1, 2, 3. So this is tall, this is tall, this is tall. So 3 tall, that is 3. And 1, so this is dwarf. 1 dwarf. 3 tall and 1 dwarf. That is phenotypic ratio. What is phenotypic ratio? 3:1. How? 3 is tall plant and 1 is dwarf plant. So 3:1. So this 3 denotes tall plant and this 1 denotes dwarf plant. So phenotypic ratio is 3:1. And next one, genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. Already I told genotypic ratio is based on genetic makeup. 1 is, see here, this is the 1. Capital T, because this is homozygous tall. 2, the genetic makeup is same, so it is homozygous tall. So that is this one. Again 2, see here, this is 2 tall. Capital T, small t, again capital T, small t. 2 tall. So this is separated because it is heterozygous tall. See here 2 different genetic makeup and here also 2 different genetic makeup, but both are tall. So this comes under this 2. So these are heterozygous tall and 1 is dwarf, homozygous, same genetic makeup and it is dwarf. 1. So this 1 is homozygous tall, this 2 is heterozygous tall and 1 is homozygous dwarf. So this is based on genetic makeup. So here in genetic ratio, genetic makeup is considered, whether it is capital T or capital T small t, like that. Phenotypic ratio is morphologically, it can be visible whether it is tall or dwarf. So genetic makeup is not considered. So this is the ratio. Phenotypic ratio is 3/4 of the plant is tall, 3/4 of the plant is tall, 1/4 of the plant is dwarf, and genotypic ratio is 1/4 of the plant is homozygous tall, 2/4 of the plant is heterozygous tall, and 1/4 of the plant is homozygous dwarf. So students, this is about monohybrid cross of Grigor Johann Mendel. So monohybrid cross is cross between the plant considering one character, that is height. In height, contrasting genes are selected, that is tall and dwarf. So the ratio, final we'll see the ratio. Phenotypic ratio is 3:1. Genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. In part 4, we'll see about Grigor Johann Mendel's dihybrid cross. Bye students.